Now, let's look at this question. It's looking for the maximum value of the average speed. So, again, speed is distance over time. Okay. Now you want maximum average speed, then speed maximum equal to distance upper bound over time lower bound. Okay, now let's look at the distance first. Distance here is 125 kilometer. Now, distance is to the nearest 5 kilometer. In other words, let's draw the number line. It is 125 kilometer. We can look for the nearest 5 kilometer means plus 5 lah. 6130. So this line here is 130 kilometer. Now what about this one? This one is 125 minus 5. So we get 120. Okay. So this is 120 kilometer. So distance you want the upper bound, so it's in the middle of this. It's in the middle of this. Then distance upper bound is the average of these two, which is 127.5 kilometer. Okay, so this is actually 127.5 kilometer. Okay, now let's go and do the other one. Time. Time is 1 hour 50 minutes. Okay, now since the nearest is 10 minutes, so we have to convert this hour into minutes. So we convert everything into minutes. So 1 hour is 60 plus 5 is 110 minutes. Okay. Now it's to the nearest 10 minutes. I mean it's the best 10th unit. The 10th unit is the one here. So what is the number before it? It is 10. Okay. The number after this is 120. Okay. This is to the nearest 10. So only this nearest 10 number will increase or decrease. Okay. So from here, you want the lower bound. So from here, time lower bound is equal to 105 minutes. Okay. Now, if the question asks for kilometer per minute, then straight away you take 105 and put under this 105. If the question asks for kilometer per minute, you just take this 105 minutes and put it here. Whatever I get, there is the answer, kilometer per minute. But the question asks for kilometer per hour. So you have to convert this into hour first. Everything into hour before you proceed with the division of the distance by the time. Okay. Now, so what you have to do is actually, if you minus 60 first, okay, or you can divide by 60. Okay, 105 divided by 60, you end up 1 hour and then you got 35. hour. Oh, sorry. I made a mistake here. This should be 45. Okay. So 105 minutes, if you divide by 60, you take 60 out from here, you still have a 45. But that 60 minute that you take out from 105 actually become 1 hour. But then the remaining 45 minutes, if I divide by 60, this will give me the answer in hour. So simplify this further. This 1 hour and divide by 5. So 15, this is actually 3/4 hour. Okay? So now we're going to substitute this here. So it's 1 and 3/4 hour. Okay? If you don't want to use a calculator, you can proceed do it manually. So this is actually 7/4 hour. I mean 127.5 kilometer divided by 7/4 hours. Okay, so they can be simplified further. Time, if you convert this divided, but now I type, so you have to flip the fraction. 4/7. So this one we have to just calculate. 1, 2 using a calculator. 7.5 times 4 divided by 7. So the answer is non-terminating in this case. It's non-terminating is 72.857 taking 3 significant figure 72.9 kilometer per hour. Okay, so that's it. This is an example whereby it's slightly more complex because it involves a chain of units, and also have to convert back to the previous unit, which is in hour, as the answer required is in hour. Okay, other than that, it's exactly the same as the earlier question.